Jim, what do you think of the move?
Well, I'm surprised that they didn't have this conversation when they were pursuing Kyle Tucker, because we had this conversation, and the question was, well, Kyle Tucker's going to have to move to left field. No, he's not. Soto has to go to left.
Right.
Like, just have the conversation with him, tell him to go to left. He's played over 450 games in left field. Now, he didn't want to do it that much. He asked out when he was a national. Like, when he was playing for them, he goes, I want to play right field. Basically, it was a point where I can play right field. I'm a better outfielder. He used it as motivation to become a better outfielder, and they moved him there. But if you look at all of the metrics and the eyeball test and all of it, like last year he was, I think, minus 12 outs above average in right field. Right. The last time he played in left field, it was, I think, a minus 7 in left. It wasn't great.
Right.
But defensively, there's less balls hit to left field. There's less right-handed hitters in the league. That's number one. Number two, his arm plays better in left field than it does right field. And so I think there will be an upgrade defensively in left field, which will allow Benge, who's played a decent amount of right field in the minor leagues, or somebody else, maybe it's Taylor, to play right field. And I think you get better in both spots defensively overall.
It's so fascinating how this comes about, right? He's on the phone with Mendy, and he's like, yeah, I'm playing left for the Dominican Republic. Oh, maybe we should think about that because you've played a huge chunk of games at that position already. You know how to do it. And by the way, he's not getting paid $765 million for his defense. We know that.
Yeah,
he's getting paid for his offense. So stick him in left, let him play. He can do it. I actually don't really care about the Kyle Tucker scenario at all because I want to see Carson Benge play. I want to see the young guys come up and get a chance to do it. I think he could be really good, and I think it's a safe place to put him, so I'm not worried about that. I'm fine sticking him in left field, let him play. His talent will take over. It will not matter where you put him. He will still be the talent that you love and that Met fans
I
love.
love him regardless. I mean, I don't care if he plays the field or not. And by the way,
just hit.
Yeah,
Please.
exactly. Just hit. I get on base and hit. That's what he does. He matches as well as anybody in baseball. I don't think he's as bad as people say either.
Right.
I've seen plenty of bad defensive players, specifically watching the Mets. I've seen Todd Hundley play the outfield. I've seen Piazza at first. I've seen Daniel Murphy. I mean,
what about Hojo?
Do I need to
Did you see Hojo back in the day play out there?
Yeah,
that was bad too.
Hojo couldn't throw the ball accurately. Like I've seen it. Mackey said. I mean, we've seen it all. You know, Piazza wasn't a good defensive catcher. I know he tried. God bless him.
What about Piazza at first?
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. Piazza at first. But point is, Juan Soto isn't bad. He's just not. All right, is he not good out there? Or he's more than serviceable to me, and I think he's going to be better in left field. So then the question becomes also, is there anything, because Stearns kept talking about it makes our roster better this way.
Right.
Do you think it's easier in the event that Benge can't cut it out of spring training, they maybe go find somebody to play right field at Citi Field as opposed to left?
I think it's easier. First off, I think right field is kind of difficult to play at Citi Field. There's a lot of quirks to it that aren't in other places, number one. And I think when you go to other, on the road, right field, is generally a little bit bigger field, outfield, a little more grass that you have to cover. So I think trying to find a defender out there is better for the Mets both short term and long term. Trying to find somebody, whether it's Taylor, who is a terrific defender,
but he can't play every day.
He definitely can't. Or Benge, or maybe even a guy like Beatty, who's supposed to play in the outfield. He's athletic enough to go out there and play right field. Eventually, he could be somebody, or just go out and find another outfielder. I think it's easier to find a good outfielder. Let's say a guy who used to play center field and move him to right, than to kind of squeeze him and just take a puzzle piece that doesn't fit and move him to left. So I think overall, there's a lot more options if you're building the roster out with Soto in left field.
I love what you said about the puzzle pieces. Too many times, both these teams, the Mets and Yankees over the years, try to jam the pieces in where they don't fit. The Mets are better with Juan Soto in left field, period, end of story. Are they just giving the job to Benge now in right field? Do you think he can handle that?
He can handle it. He played 96 games in college in right field, and we forget he's a year and a half removed from college. It's not like you're asking him to play a position that he did 5 years ago, or like Jorge Polanco, who's never played first, or Bo Bichette, who's never played third. Carson Benge is super athletic. He played the outfield in college. He's played multiple outfield positions for the New York Mets in their minor league system. He's fully capable. To Jim's point, if you can play center field, you can move over and play a corner spot. Think Mike Trout. I'm not saying Carson Benge is Mike Trout, but if you're capable of doing that, you can move to right field. You also have Marcus Semien in front of you, right? You have a veteran in front of you who's going to know how to communicate with you, what to do on certain plays, how to hit the relay, all of those good things. So he should get every opportunity to play the position and earn that spot at a camp. I think he would be able to do it, capable. Will he have trouble? Yes, you're going to have to give the kid some runway, but I think he can do it.
I agree with you, and I think, not only did he do it in college, he played right field in the minor leagues. He got about 26 or 7 games in right field. I know some of it's, an A-ball, AA, AAA, each of the steps along the way. What I appreciate about the player development system is they're preparing guys to come up in any position. It's not just play center field, and then when you get to the big leagues, you go play the corner and you can handle it. Like they actually have experience doing that, so they're ready when they're called to do it. So I think from that side of it, I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. We're going to see in spring training. He's going to get plenty of reps in right field, and even though that's not a great judge because you don't have the second and third deck there, if he can handle it in spring training, sometimes that's harder than handling it during the course of the season because of the sun and because of the lack of a second deck.
One thing I will say, and this doesn't really pertain to Soto because you mentioned how many games he's played in left field. You have a third baseman who hasn't played there before. First baseman hasn't played there before. Rookie in right field. Soto, it's been a couple years since he played a full season. I could see some concerns, although ultimately I do think the Mets are going to be better off defensively.